Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm Ray, and I'm back with the top 10 greatest Supreme items of all time. And at number 10, we got the Damien Hirst skate deck back in 2009. The most hyped of all Supreme skate deck collaborations. The story goes that Damien Hirst claimed he didn't want to see any of these decks on eBay or in galleries, both of which obviously happened anyway. But at the time of the release, Hirst was the biggest name in art, which translated into resale values in the multiple thousands. Today you can own one of these decks for the retail price of $1,800, which are recently on display at the new museum. These decks validate Supreme as not just a brand, but as a creator of culture at the highest level. Now back in our number 9 spot, we got the Illegal Business Controls America tee by Supreme back in 2003 and 2007. In 2003, Supreme released a photo print tee depicting financial broker Igor Kotlier in handcuffs following his conviction for fraud. In this photo, Igor wears a Supreme box logo t-shirt, a prime example of Supreme's ability to capitalize on a PR moment thanks to sheer luck. The subsequent photo tee, Illegal Business Controls America, came out late that year, and the theme was capitalized, no pun intended, on once more, this time in hoodie form 4 years later. At the time, all over print hoodies were going strong thanks to Bape. Supreme's subversive wink at the trend was a stroke of genius. Now back in our number 8 spot, we got the Supreme Kermit tee back in 2008. Something about the Kermit tee felt like Supreme was just flexing that they could work with anyone they wanted to. I mean, the fucking Muppets. Just to make sure the stencing was at an all-time high, Supreme enlisted none other than Terry Richardson to shoot the accompanying photos. To date, this is the most iconic photo tee released by the label, in part because of its insanity, but mostly because of its brilliance. Holding down our number 7 spot, we got the Supreme Fuck Bush sticker back in 2005. This is the most direct political statement Supreme has ever made on record. In 2005, George W. Bush had just been elected to his second term in office, and the U.S. was balls deep in Iraq. For what it's worth, the economy was doing alright, but as pressures mounted against Bush for what people were slowly starting to realize was an unjust war, Supreme decided to cut the chase and say what every liberal in NYC, aka everyone, was thinking. Yo, fuck this asshole, rather than put their message on a tee and sell a couple hundred. Supreme distributed thousands of stickers that ended up on subway platforms, bike racks, buildings, taxi cabs, and yeah, quite a few skateboards. At number 6, we got no other than the Supreme OG Kate Moss tee back in 2004. I suspect a lot of people who grabbed the 2012 Supreme Kate Moss tee don't know the whole story behind the Kate Moss and Supreme. In 1994, Calvin Klein ran an advertisement campaign featuring the young model. Supreme had just opened, and slowly but surely the brand's logo began to appear around the city in the form of box logo stickers. It just happened to be that a favorite location for these stickers were over those very prominent Kate Moss ads. Calvin Klein got their panties in a bunch and sued Supreme. 10 years later, in 2004, they got the last laugh by releasing a t-shirt featuring the image of Kate Moss with their logo over her lady bits. This design is truly the iconic Supreme times Kate Moss because it wasn't really designed at all. Rather, it evolved organically out of the brand's culture and helped the box logo become an iconic symbol of rebellion. Now we're down to our last 5, but at number 5, we got the Louis Vuitton skate deck by Supreme in 2004. Supreme has been sued a few times, but perhaps no instance is more noteworthy than the time they had to recall hundreds of decks that donned that emotive Louis Vuitton felt was a little too close to home for their comfort. This deck is the highest of any on the list because of its place within the greater cultural landscape. As I've already mentioned, years later, streetwear brands are still trying to make a quick buck by reinterpreting high fashion logos, which to Supreme is a very, very old game. At number 4, we got the Travis Bickle tee in 1994 by Supreme. As the first tee Supreme ever produced, it's hard not to put this very close to the top. This is truly the tee that started it all, before there was even a regular box logo tee. The Travis Bickle tee conveyed from the jump that Supreme was a brand of refined tastes. I mean, Taxi Driver is a classic flick after all, but more importantly, a label that supports counterculture to the fullest. Now, number 3, we got the OG Supreme Time Nike Dunks back in 2002. There's been enough ink spilled about these sneakers, so I'll keep this brief. These are the greatest sneaker collaboration in history, period. The fact that they warranted a 10-year anniversary is a statement to that fact. To this day, you will and can find these sneakers retailing for upwards of $800 to $1,000 plus. What's even crazier is that the color scheme was inspired by another legendary sneaker, the Air Jordan 3. In many cases, that would mean the shoe would live in its shadow, right, of its predecessor, but the Supreme Dunks in many ways have ascended their forefather. These sneakers set the stage for the clusterfuck of sneaker collaborations that would follow a blessing and a curse of its power. Now at number 2, we got the OG box logo apparel back in 1994 that started it all. There's a reason anything with a box logo on it sells out instantly. Supreme's uncompromising design aesthetic and overprotectiveness of their brand messaging has led to the most powerful symbol in all of streetwear, and arguably fashion itself. When people say that the box logo is just a hype mechanism, they're completely wrong. What does the box logo really stand for? It's a funnel for the best forms of art and culture packaged neatly into a rectangle and a single white, future bold italic word. That's why the original box logo basics earned this slot at number 2, but not because it's somehow better than everything else below it. In fact, on the contrary, without the success of each and every item that dons a Supreme tag, the box logo gear would mean absolutely nothing. Now, what y'all have been waiting for on this countdown is our number 1 spot, which is the Supreme box logo sticker. The box logo sticker is the purest, most distilled version of Supreme anyone can own. Because of that, it has afforded the label an endless amount of free promotion. Whether they know it or not, every single New Yorker has seen a box logo at least once in their lifetime on a bus stop, laptop, or even an ad for another brand. It's not just that the sticker is a gateway for unsuspecting customers, luring them into the world of Supreme, which it certainly is. It's that the sticker succinctly brings together all things Supreme stands for: counter, culture, art, jazz, hip-hop, fuck the police, Kermit the Frog, taxi driver, quality, style, and of course skateboarding. After all, where clothes can only go as far as persons wearing them, a sticker, or perhaps more simply, but a logo can span cities, generations, and a culture itself. Honestly, it's the logos and brands they represent that live inside of your heart more than they do on your chest. Love it or hate it, Supreme means something to you, and yes, it's something as simple as a sticker that helps you remember it. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.